this video, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit, dive a little bit deeper into finding high vibrating areas. This is my third most important one. And doing this, or getting to these high vibration areas in combination with being on top of your yoga and meditation can really put you at that spot where you can see the light. You can see it almost instantly if you get to a high enough vibrating area. So these high vibrating areas, you can find them pretty much everywhere. Like I said, you can find big trees. That's a really good one, a really balancing one. But the ones that are really gonna kick you, really gonna fist you into the into that state of consciousness where you need to be are like the energy grids. I'm sure some of you have probably heard about the energy grids, it's like the Gaia has built this grid system, or like ancient humans or ETs, I don't know, have built these energy spots, and they're like big energy lines, and you can when they intersect, it's like a really, really intense energy. And one of the highest vibrating spots is right here in Colorado. It's Crestone, Colorado, and the Spanish Peaks, where the Great Sand Dunes National Park is. It's so beautiful. You guys have to go there if you're looking for a spot to do all of this, and just take a camping trip. Go drive if you're close enough, or fly out or whatever, or look up other energy spots near you. There's people out there that have made these epic grid lines with all of these temples and everything corresponding to these intersections and whatnot. So there's pretty good science behind it, and pretty good data, I should say. And so, yeah, other energy spots out there, just mountains in general. I'm on a mountain right now, and I love this spot. I can come up here and it'll set me straight right away, and again, doing meditation in combination with being here, it's so much easier to meditate. The earth just takes it out of you, like sitting on a rock or putting your back against a tree. And rooting yourself into the earth and grounding yourself. Grounding is going to be another video of mine that I talk about. So mountains in particular that you can find, and you can just stumble upon these, and I'm sure you will, because I've done it before, or hilltops. If you can find mountains or hills that look like pyramids, they have a pyramid shape. I haven't tried this out yet, but I'm sure it's the same thing. But I've seen ones that look like cones, like vortexes, almost like a upside down tornado. But yeah, those are great spots. Rivers are so good. Water is like a liquid crystal, when it freezes, it makes these beautiful geometric shapes and stuff. So water is this liquid crystal that holds so much energy in it, and cleansing energy. That's actually going to be another video of mine, talking about getting into water and using water to your advantage, and using what it was designed for. This universe is crazy. It all just works once you figure it out. It's wild and amazing. I'm so thankful again. Another one is finding a spiritual center near you, like a Shambhala Buddhist center, or even a lot of Christian churches are built on grid lines, and just people going in there and praying to God. I'll probably do a video about my whole belief system and whatnot, but a lot of you probably can already tell. But it just creates this energy, and energy never is destroyed, and it's always there, present in the Akashic record of the solids and gases that are in this church or whatever, like a spiritual location, take your pick. You know, there's a great one here in Colorado. It's called the Shambhala Mountain Center. It's about an hour northwest of Fort Collins. But it has this huge stupa, and it's stupa is like this Buddhist statue or Buddhist structure, and it's intense. Like the energy of the mountains are all around it, and then you blend in all of the energy of the thousands and thousands of people that have meditated there, and it's wild. Like I heard a ringing in my ears I've never heard before, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, that reminds me. I guess I'll get into this a little bit just because I'm thinking about it. But it reminds me, the Buddhists have this wheel, and it's like a circle with 8 spokes in it. And when I was meditating under the stupa there, I kind of started doing this new breath work technique that I haven't done before, where and I'll remote view like my body and how like the energy flows in my body sometimes, so I can tell like what it looks like and what I'm doing, and it's like actually happening, and feel it too, you know. But I was like, what if I make my body into a cross? Inhale, and your heart chakra is one of the strongest chakras in your body, if not the strongest, just naturally. But you inhale like a cross, like you inhale the energy coming down and up, and then through your shoulders from the side into your heart. And then as you're doing that, you also, like you first do the cross, and then you also inhale as an X coming through. There's big nadis right here coming in through that way, and then also coming up through like your armpits and your arms, or into your heart chakra as well. And keep doing that, and focusing on the feeling and power and strength that it's creating inside your chest. And it's such a good meditation to do. And I found out that technique. I was like, oh, that's a good one. That's because I watched this video about balancing out your brain waves, and there's a study done, I believe, where patients who were having jumbled brain waves and like jumbled thoughts, basically, would think about inhaling into their chest, into their heart. And after about 2 minutes, I think like 100% of the people had way more balanced brain waves. So that's another technique to do when you're first beginning meditating, is just focusing on and picturing. If you can't feel energy yet, you will, but picturing and imagining energy flowing into your heart chakra, and going in and out, and like you draw it into your heart chakra, and you release it into the rest of your body. You draw all of your chakras into one, and then release it. You know, it's great, guys. Yeah, get to those high energy spots. Go camping with your friends somewhere, build a big fire. I might make it a separate video about this, but heat is very purifying, and fires in particular. That's why there's so many ceremonies done with them. It's a really, really ancient thing that humans have done for a long, long time. A lot of really, really balancing energy coming from flames, especially out in like a high energy spot, like I was saying. Thanks, guys.